Mike is a very exuberant character, very engaging style.
So he's very charismatic, very personable.
Very knowledgeable, very persuasive.
He's also willing to take risks.
Very credible, actually.
If Mike Wahl cannot get you excited about your wellness going forward, I don't think anybody really can.
My name is Mike Wahl, and I'm the Managing Director of Definitions Health and Wellness. Our company services industry, both onshore and offshore, as well as corporate settings for health and wellness programs. I was born in Toronto, and I moved from Toronto when I was about 12 years old to New Brunswick, where I lived until I was done my bachelor's degree. I did a bachelor's degree in kinesiology with a major in athletic therapy. I played sports growing up my whole life, and the thing about me was that because of my stature, I was never the big tall guy with the physical abilities. I had to learn how to train myself. I realized before long, if I applied what I did for myself to a guy who was 6'3", he could be really good. So I started doing that. So after university, I moved to New York City, and I worked training a lot of athletes at a pretty cool training facility for some high-profile athletes. And following 9/11, I realized, number one, I didn't really want to be there anymore, and number two, I probably needed more education if I wanted to move up in the field. So I applied for a master's degree at Memorial University and came here to work with a professor by the name of Dr. David Boehm. And from there, I started my business and continued on to do my doctorate and ended up here. First started out with a personal training gym that sort of catered to sort of an executive clientele, and some of those executives asked us if we could go work offshore. And when I first got offshore, I recognized that there's a lot of emphasis on eyeglasses and hard hats and PPE and processes, but there wasn't a lot on physical preparation about engineering the human body. And at that moment, I kind of realized that we could make a measurable impact on safety if we were to address the health and safety, and that's kind of the direction that the company took right after that.
Well, Mike's company, Definitions, provides a variety of services to the offshore industry, health, nutrition, fitness and industry and injury avoidance. And that's quite a unique package. And the ability of that service to reduce injury rates and improve health and nutrition was a pretty attractive one for us.
What stands out to me with Mike is his sound ability to take his knowledge and research while also embodying the spirit of entrepreneurism and really developing his value proposition in terms of how we can bring health back into health and safety when it comes to the offshore in particular.
Discovered Mike's programming he was delivering to Husky Energy, and he came highly recommended.
Yeah, we don't tell people to eat carrots and wear spandex, and we don't cry and shave our legs and do aerobics. You know, whether it be an industrial site onshore or an office or an oil rig or a tanker, the way we approach it is that we understand that people have real life situations. They've got families at home, they've got life circumstances, they may not like to exercise, they may be intimidated of exercise.
I'm a perfect example. Mike Wahl changed my life 4 years ago, and did it very incrementally, almost without me knowing it. And I think the results speak very, very highly. And that's true for everybody in our organization.
The program is customized around what their needs are. So they tell us what their rules are, and then we develop the game plan for them. And I think that taking that approach, it allows everybody to wear their cleanest dirty shirt.
He brings an almost scientific level of expertise, which is very appropriate when managing and supporting efforts towards health and nutrition and exercise and so forth. That's very important.
I think he's brought to the table the importance of workers being healthy and well, and how that directly contributes to improve safety performance.
I think, yeah, Mike and Definitions are pioneers, particularly in terms of the combination of health, fitness, nutrition and injury avoidance. That's an unusual package in the oil industry. The recognition for it is spreading. The benefits are becoming clearer over time. So we would have to expect that to grow, the appreciation of it to spread.
He's really developed a brand that is recognized, you know, not just within the province, but globally as well.
To have such a enthusiastic, dedicated advocate for the wellness and safety of our workers in our industry, yeah, I think we're all very fortunate to have such a cheerleader.
I try and keep it balanced and do lots of different things. I hike a lot. I actually just booked a trip to Everest, believe it or not. I'm going to go when I graduate my doctorate. My father passed away of pancreatic cancer, and I've been finishing his bucket list. So I've done the Inca Trail, I've done Cambodia, and now I'm going to go to Everest. And I wear his hat whenever I go, so like Indiana Jones.
I would see Definitions 20 years out as a global provider to both the exploration and production aspects of our industry worldwide.
Everybody's had to work really hard to get here, and this is why we've celebrated this as a team, and it's been really big for morale, and it's just a win. It's nice to have a win. It goes back to my sports background.
So Mike, on behalf of Husky Energy and the offshore teams, we congratulate you for being the recipient of this award. We feel it's very justified based on the innovation and the customer service and the entrepreneurial leadership that you provide, so very well done from all of us.
Congratulations, Mike, on receiving Noia's Rising Star Award. I couldn't think of a more well-deserving recipient. Awesome job, the sky's the limit.
You certainly deserve this recognition for the content and the programming and the changes that you make to people's lives.